are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 denominations are there. And if I'm giving the amount 22 here or 50, even for the 50, it is taking time.
Sir,
So
can
how
we
many,
change the entity?
basically, let me tell you how many calculations is happening here. If your denomination numbers are 8, okay, and amount is 50, here, see, this for loop, okay, we are executing on denominations, okay, all the denominations, and again we are calling this recursion function here. So even inside that recursion function, this for loop will work. Am I clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Okay, because I'm calling the same function here, na,
Same
so inside
function.
that function also the same for loop
All
will there, and again it will check for all the denominations. Okay, so total m raised to n means here 8 raised to 50 calculations is happening. Can you calculate it? Some more than crores of amount is there, I think so. Okay, so we have to uh, what you we have to resolve this thing. Okay, and we need to decrease the complexity of our program. As of now, what could be the complexity? This is your complexity of your program, you can say. Okay, but if you are using your space means RAM memory, okay, with using your RAM memory, you can decrease this complexity in place of 8 raised to 50 to 8 multiply by 50. Okay, so this solution we need to give. Okay, we just need to calculate only 50 into 8, 8, 5, 400 calculations will be there. And these are the crores of crores of value will be coming. Getting me? What I'm
Yes,
trying
sir.
to say here. Okay, so just we need to decrease our complexity here. Okay, and that thing by using the our RAM memory. Here RAM memory is nothing but by using some other variable. See, basically here what we are doing, this is the my main problem. 18 is my main problem. 11, 13, 17 is my sub problem. 4, 6, 10 is also a sub problem. But if you are observing, see, for the amount 4, I'm getting the duplicate calculation. Even for the amount 6 also, amount 10 also, I will get the uh,
Duplicate.
that duplicate calculation. Okay, so what we can do here, we will store this answer, okay, here whenever it is coming first time. Okay, let's say uh, with this recursion function here, with this recursion function, I'm getting some answer. Okay, and that answer I will store inside one array. What we are doing actually here, if for the amount 18, I'm calculating for the amount 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 17, 18. Okay, so all
Yes.
these sub problems we are calculating to get the solution for 18. Okay, so before, whenever I'm calculating for all of this amount, I just need to calculate only 17 times. If you are going here, getting me everyone? See, if I'm getting all this 0 to 17 answer, okay, can I get the answer of 18 easily?
No.
Not
Why
really.
no?
We have to
We
go
have
through all of
multiple.
that.
Sir, we are
Because
calculating
see,
multiple times, no?
yeah, that's why I'm asking. Now we will store these answers. Okay, for the, let's say, for the 0, my answer is 0. For the 1, my answer is
One.
1. Let me.
Yes, sir. Then we do, sir. Then we go to easily with on a tree. When you're storing before a tree, we're storing all the answers in a array. Then we have to go directly to, I mean, a tree.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So for amount 18, I need to resolve all this problem. Okay. All these are my sub problems for the amount 18. Everyone. Okay. If I have the answer, let's say here first, amount 11 is coming. Okay. Let me go with the duplicate only. Here, the calculation of 4, I'm doing it here first. Okay. See here, this thing. My cursor is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right now it's visible.
Calculation of 4, I'm doing it here first time. Sh- Do I need to calculate it again here? Do I need to calculate
No,
it?
No,
Can
no.
no.
I get that answer from the previous one only?
Yes.
From no?
Yes.
Hmm.
When that first calculation is coming, na, let's assume this is my array. Okay.
Hmm.
When that first calculation is coming of the 4 and I'm getting the answer, that answer is 4. Minimum coin required for the amount 4, how much? 4. Okay. That answer I will store for the solution for the amount 4. Okay. So whenever I will get the same uh, I will get the same problem again, I can directly get it from the my RAM. My RAM means my array variable, basically. Getting me? So only your complexity is decreased. There was 3 denominations of there and amount is 18. Okay, 3 raised to 18. How much is there? We need to check the power. Okay, base is 3 and power is 18. Okay, this many calculations will be there. Okay, but if we are using the space of my RAM, okay, basically nothing but I will create another variable, array variable for that, and I will store all my sub problem answer inside that array. See here, even for this amount 50, my calculation is not completed yet. Okay, so uh, you just need to calculate all sub problems only once. Okay, if you are calculating the answer for amount 17, and again it is coming inside your this sub trees, you don't need to calculate, you just copy it from my memory. Clear? So
Yes.
Yes, sir.
your execution is decreased to 18 multiplied by 3. First of all, how many calculations was there? More than 3 crore 87 lakh. 2, 3, 4. No, no. I think more than that. 4 lakh
38 crore
74
74
lakh
lakh
38
crore
lakhs.
38
20,000.
crore calculations
74
was there.
lakhs.
Yes.
38 crore, more than 38 crore calculations was there, which we have decreased if I'm giving this solution. Okay, by 18 multiplied by 3. Okay, 54 only 54 calculations I need. So my complexity is decreased.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
uh, किसी को 8 बजे जाना था ना?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So I need to write the solution for that, and let me close the console. What we will do, whenever I'm taking the amount from the user, na, okay, whatever amount he's giving, let's say 20, 21, 18, okay, same, we'll use the same amount, and let's use the same this thing. Let's minimize our problem first. We'll use the same thing here, okay. This thing we will do later. I will create another array, okay, and integer array. In that array, I will write down all the solutions of my sub problems. Okay, if amount 18 is there, I will write. I will give the solution from the 0 to 18. So how many length is there? 0 to 18 means
17.
0 to 18. Asking
18. 18.
19, not 18, because 0 also I'm including, not excluding. 1 to 18 is 18. 18 length are required. But 0 to 18, 19 length I required. Getting me?
Yeah,
So
yes,
what
sir.
I'll do,
Yes, sir.
I'll create one array. Let's say we are giving the dynamic solution. So I will give this name ds. Okay. And new integer. I need to give the size here. And what will be my size? N plus 1, because I need the length of 19 na?
Yes,
So
sir.
18 plus 1, 19 is required here. Getting me? Now we need to fill all this array before using it. Okay, just with the ds dot, I think array does not have that method. Our basic solution is 0, but we need to give the solution with a -1 before using this ds. So what I'll do, ds dot, wait, length, no. Okay, let's use the array list. You all are aware with the array list, na? The collections you guys have used or not
Yes, sir.
for that medical shop program?
Collection we are not using.
You didn't use?
Yeah, we
No.
used, sir.
Yes, sir. Yesterday we were using
Where?
you are in medical.
Fill method is
Where
there.
we
Why
use?
it is not coming? The तो वो add method और remove method किसके लिए use कर रहे थे? List के लिए ना?
Yes, sir. List के लिए.
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it is the array list.
Yes.
Basically, list. If you are using the list by default, if you are not mentioning any list type, it is taking the array list. List
Yes, sir.
basically list is a interface, but array list, then has map list. All those lists are the subclass of that interface. Okay, we will see that concept also. A concept of interface, abstractions, all these things we will see. But how to fill this ds array with -1?
Sorry, Darpan, what we need now?
Hmm?
Add method, sir, use the ds minus add.
I want to assign
ds dot
-1 to all the elements of DS array. For use the for each loop here. Let's print of index array. DS of I. I just filled my array with this minimum coin is also calculating now. I want to fill this array with -1. Why it is not doing this?
Sir, we need to add the method ds dot add instead of.
That is actually a lengthy, no? That's what I want to tell you. There are some also there is always some shortcuts. If you want to assign some value to the array, and we are going with like d of 1 equal to -1, d of 2 equal to -1. I don't want to do that. We can do with the for loop also. That's what I am doing it here. Yeah, every value. First of all, I don't have any solution. Okay, I don't have the solution for the amount 0, for the amount 1, for the amount 2 up to 18. No solutions are there with me as of now. Okay, so what I'll do, I will keep uh, by default every value -1 inside the array. Okay, why -1? Because see, as a solution, 0 answer could be there. Okay, so I need to check into the array if my array element is not the -1. Okay, then only I need to update that solution. Getting me? So that condition I required. That's why I'm setting all the values, all the element value to -1 inside an array. And with this for loop, it will enough. And here again, let me close the console. Now we have this array defined, and I will pass to this method because we need to use that. Okay, ds, not the dp. So we need another array inside the method. Clear everyone up to this? This ds array I'm passing it here, which is a basically a blank array, but I have filled with -1. I have filled this array with the -1 value. All the elements are -1. Okay, and that array I'm passing it with the method. And here when even the ds array I need to pass it in this recursion also. So up to this is okay. Now we need to think of our logic. When we need to store our answer, everyone,
What, sir?
Sir.
let's say here I want to store the answer of DS4. Where I will store that? You are getting the sub answer here, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hmm, can I write like that? DS of n minus array of I equal to my sub answer. Can I write like this? I'm just, as of now, I'm just storing my answers. Each and every answers I'm storing it here with my every calculation. Let's say in my subtree, I'm getting the answer for this 11 as 3. Okay. So in the column of 11, I'm storing that 3 value as its answer. Getting me? The same thing, whatever I'm in the Excel I'm doing, with the program I'm doing the same thing here. Everyone getting me? Let's say my amount is 18. Okay. And I'm using the 7 rupee coin. What will be my sub problem? 11. Okay. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So minimum coin of 11, I'm getting the answer into the sub answer variable. So that sub answer I'm storing with the array of at index 11. Clear?
Yes.
Sir, could you repeat that once?
18 is my main problem.
Yes, sir.
11, 13, 17, 10, 6, 5. All these are my sub problems. Okay.
Sub.
And when I'm calculating the answer of 11, and I got the answer. What is the answer for the 11? 3.
3.
Okay. Now I'm storing this answer of 11 inside at index 11.
Okay.
Okay. My answer is 3 for the 11. Okay. That answer I'm storing it. Why? Because whenever the same amount is repeating in a tree, okay, let's say some here, I'm using the 1 rupee coin again, 12 is coming. 1 rupee coin again, 11 is coming. 11 coming here. Okay.
Okay.
So again, here, if you are, your tree will reach here, it will calculate for the amount 11 again. But we don't need to calculate it here. Why? Because we already have the answer for the 11 here. We got it here only. Okay. For
Whatever
the
the answer we are storing that.
11, my answer is 3. Okay. So I don't need to calculate it again. I will just take that answer here directly. And whatever path I'm choosing, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. 6, I can give the answer here. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this answer 3, I'm storing at index 11, and that index you are getting where? N minus array of I. Got it? No, now you
Yes,
got or not?
yes, yes, I got.
Yes,
Because
yes.
see, that is the index we are calculating here, and that sub answer we are doing it here. But let's say again, this thing I want to repeat it. Let's say here the answer is already there, this 3. Okay. Now I want to use this answer. I I don't I do not need to calculate this minimum coin again and again. If I have already the answer for the 11, I don't need to calculate it.
Okay.
So, sir, we
Mean,
can pass that value to somewhere where we can store that.
yes. That's what we are doing now. That's
Uh,
so okay, you guys can tell me. For in now that scenario, how can we handle in a program? Basically, what I'm
Yes, sir.
asking you, are you guys getting my question here? Here I have saved the answer for the 11 amount. Okay.
hmm,
But now whenever next time 11 is coming again, in this path
hmm.
also 11 is coming now. See,
Huh.
11, 5, 12, 11, 13, 12, 11. Here also 11 is coming. At that time, I don't want to do the calculation again. Calculation mean here I don't want to call this function again, because this
Yes,
is
sir.
the complex. This is becoming the complex, increasing the complexity. No, this recursive calling is increasing the complexity. So what I want to do, I don't want to calculate for the answer of amount 11. I
Yes,
will
sir.
take the answer from my RAM memory directly, and in the RAM we are using this DS array, DS dynamic solution array. We are using it. So from that I want to take that answer. So first
So,
of all, if
sir,
To compare the condition.
we are checking the condition. If sub answer we got the sub answer,
if
then
एक minute,
if
give me the statement exact. If what condition I need to write here?
If the
sub
DS,
answer is equal to answer, no sub answer. Yes, sir.
Here sub
Yes, sir.
answer, but sub answer is not
Is
here.
not calculated yet.
It's not calculated
The
yet.
DS, yes,
Yes.
DS in array of n minus,
DS
uh,
of
in below line is copy, sir.
n minus a of I,
Array of I equals
sorry,
to
array of I
equal to answer.
equal to,
equals
what is the
equals to
condition
the
here?
Sub-answer,
I'm asking for the
sub-answer.
condition.
Sir, it should be equal to like the same number which are repeating, right? So just a moment.
Basically, we can say that not equal to -1.
Why sir minus
If it is not equal to -1, then always into that DS array, I have already written my solution. Getting me?
sir. Why
one?
Why I
minus
have
one?
filled with -1 here? That's the thing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I have filled my array with the -1, na? Why?
Yes, sir. Yes.
If this all values are filled with -1, it
Hmm.
means I did not provided the solution yet.
Yes.
If the value is not -1, let's say here 4 is there, na? It means
Yes.
I have already stored the answer for the value 4, amount
Yes.
4.
Hmm.
Getting me now?
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Got it, sir.
By default, it was -1. Every element was -1. Okay.
Why, sir? Because
And
I am not
whenever we are,
understanding the concept of -1, sir.
see,
Sir,
why I am
if you can
assigning
go
all
up,
hmm, why I am
here
assigning
we
this
can.
-1 to with each variable. Let's say if you are not assigning -1, what is the default value of 0? Oh, sorry, what is the default value of integer data type? I already
Zero.
0
Zero.
only, na? So
Yes,
all
yes.
your elements of this, if you are not assigning with -1, I'm telling, huh? All of your array elements will be 0. Okay, by default, if you are not assigning -1. But
Yes.
how we will keep this condition here? How we will check that if I have written the solution for each amount or not, this amount or not? DS of 11, how can I check that I have written or not? Or for this scenario exactly, DS of 0, how can I check?
So if it is not
You
minus
need
one, then our answer will be stored there.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
condition. All elements are -1. I'm setting it, but why we are setting it -1? That's the
But we can
uh,
check,
Because
sir, if we have.
zero to the maximum we
because
are assigning.
for yes, what is the solution for the amount 0?
0.
0. So is is this solution will appear for will work for every amount?
No.
No,
No,
no, sir.
No, na.
no.
No.
So if I'm assigning the default 0, I'm not assigning -1. How can we keep the condition here? If I'm checking the minus not equal to 0, let's say, okay, it will not go for the not go for checking for the amount 0.
Sir,
Getting
sir,
me?
sir, sir, remove DS -1 in
Hmm?
in initialization, sir. Remove
Ah,
and check it once.
okay, I'll do that when our program will finish.
Okay,
Okay, you will you will understand. Yeah.
okay.
So here my condition should be when DS of 11 not equal to -1. See, go with the example. Okay, here don't speak like that. ds of n minus array of I. Okay, don't speak like that. We will see that if ds of 11, if I have the solution for what 11 amount, what can I do? I can I have declared the sub answer here, but if I have already the answer for my 11 amount, I can directly tell na, use the sub answer from the ds array of I. Getting me? And this calculation you can put inside the else part. This recursion function I'm calling into the else part. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
Means it is not every time calling this main recursive function. Main coin it will not call every time. In some only the first time it will call. Clear? And this line also ds of n minus a, this line also I will keep inside the else block only, not into the if block. Why? Because when I have the let's say I have the answer of 11, I have stored as minus 1. Okay, then only I need to change my answer now. If here minus 1 was stored and I'm getting the answer 3 with this method minimum coin. Okay, with that method I'm getting the answer 3, and here the minus 1 is stored. At that time only I need to override this 3 value to 1. Okay, otherwise I don't need to override. Clear everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this thing is we are doing it here, then sub answer plus 1 less than answer equal to sub answer plus 1. I think it should work. Let me check it again. Is there anything remaining? ds of okay, let's execute our program for the same. It is coming. Proceed with errors exist. Where is the error? Error is there. Sir, I'm still confusing with reducing complexity. Uh, we'll tell you again, don't worry. Okay, in the project, I think there is an error. Project Explorer, day 6, at where, yeah. Okay, this much lines has the error. Why? Because we have changed the syntax of our method, no? That's why. Okay, let's keep as it is. Uh, I'm getting the answer here as 4. Let's check for the bigger amount. And with our denominations here. Let's check for this thing. But let it keep here. See guys, yesterday I have observed that for readability, many of you guys have heard from the Assis. Okay, I'm just giving a small solution. Actually, see that thing to make your code readable. Okay, there is one shortcut. Okay, Control Shift F. Okay, it will make your code in one specific format. But see, still this is not fixed that my code is readable. Okay, you need to use the proper new line, proper spaces between the variables. All these things you need to mention. Getting me? Okay. It is just format your code in some in some basic manner.
So what's our control shift?
Control Shift F. F for Florida. Okay. It's Control Shift F for reformatting your code and commenting your code. Select your line. Control Shift question mark is there. Okay. Use that. It will comment your code. Selected code. And for the uncomment, Control Shift backslash is there. Use that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And Control Shift slash or question mark. Question mark symbol is there, na?
Okay.
There are two type of slash, forward slash and backslash. Okay, so forward slash, Control Shift forward slash for the commenting, Control Shift backslash for the uncomment. Getting me?
Okay.
So this is the amount, and let's check for the amount 15 if I'm getting my output or not. See, before it was taking too much time to calculate, but now I'm getting my answer directly, just in a fraction of seconds. Why? Because we have decreased our complexity. Okay. Basically, see what was the complexity first if we were not using this new variable here. Dinesh, specifically, I'm repeating for you. So just here, okay, and try to understand. Before, when I was not using this DS variable, DS array, okay, how many calculations was there? Total number of denominations I have. Let's take the example of 157 and amount is 18. Okay, take for this example. Total number of denominations. How many denominations is there? Unmute yourself, Dinesh. Or any issue with mic?
Sir, he is
Dinesh,
in office time.
what happened?
He's outside, sir. He's returning from office.
Okay. So how many numbers of denominations are there? 3. Okay. And what is the amount you want to calculate? So basically, see, when we are drawing that tree, okay, we are all the amount has maximum of 3 solutions. Here, 3 sub solutions are there. Okay, for the amount 18, 3 sub solutions are there. For the amount 11, 3 sub solutions are there. Maximum of 3 solutions. Minimum it could be a 1 or 2, or minimum it could be a 1. Sorry, it can be a 1. So totally 3 ways could be there to solve your okay. So because we have total number of 3 denominations, that's why. And every every denominations you have to check with amount 18, and whatever amount after coming 18. Let's say if I'm using the denomination 7, 18 minus 7, 11 is coming. Okay, so for the 11 again 3 solutions are there. For 18 minus 5, for the amount 13, again 3 solutions are there. Okay, so these are the solutions. So basically, how many calculations will happen there? 3 raised to 18. Okay, which is we have calculated online just more than 38 crore. Getting me, Dinesh?
Yes.
Okay.
So with this thing, with using the space of an memory, okay, there basically in when you are doing the program, na, your program has 2 type of complexity. One is the space complexity and one is the time complexity. Okay, if here I'm doing this much calculations, 38, more than 38 crore calculations are there. Okay, your time complexity is increased. If you have checked, I was getting when I was trying to get the answer for amount 15, with this 8 denominations. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, 1000. We can calculate in our mind in a fraction of second that for this answer is 1 only. Okay, but for our program it was taking too much time, because there are 30 uh, 1, 2, 3, 8, and let's say I'm giving the amount 50. 8 raised to 50 calculations was there. Getting me? Even see, for this 38 crore calculations are there na, even for that it was working fine. 3 raised to 18, 38 crore calculations are there, but it was working fine for me. At for that scenario, I was not it was not taking too much time. But when there are this much complexity, 8 raised to 15, it is obviously bigger than 3 raised to 18.
75, I think.
What 75? I am asking
75
for
crore.
not 75 calculations. It is more than 100, 200 crores, I think.
Okay.
8 raised to 15, I am asking. 8 raised to 8 power to 50. Getting me? This much calculations are there. It is coming in 100,000 crores of calculations are there. Okay. So what we are doing it here, we are decreasing our time complexity by using the space of my memory. Okay, by using the combination of both time and space, what we can do, we can decrease the complexity. So when we are using the space of my memory na, of my RAM memory here, I just need, what I just need to do, I just need to create this one new variable, new array. Okay, I'm just creating this new array here. Okay, and in that array I am resolving all the sub problems and storing all the values there. So whenever any duplicate calculation is coming, I can take that answer from my array directly. I don't need to calculate it again and again. There are some duplicate numbers na, 11 is coming 2 times, 4 is coming it could be not only 2 times, it could be coming multiple times. Okay, so we are using this, using my RAM memory and storing all the solutions up to, let's say I have given the amount 50, so I will give the solution for 0 to 50, not only for the 50. If I'm printing the array after that, before the answer, let me print the array. 4 system.out.println, and here ds of I, and for the index I just concatenated. Okay, for the 0 this is the answer, for the 1 this is the answer. I just printed that array. Okay, so when I'll execute my program, okay, and let's say for the 30, so I'm giving the solution for each amount. See here,
Yes, sir.
uh basically I have written this for loop inside, or every time it will be print. So can I print after that? Let me check. So for the amount 30, so 3 is the answer for a 30, but it will solve all the answers, all the sub problem answer. Okay, beside that, okay, 0 to 30. So 31 length of an array I will need. Okay, so if your amount is 0, your solution is 0. If your amount is 1, your solution is 1. For the amount 2, your solution is also 1, because 2 rupees coin is there. See here, 2 rupees coin is there, that's why. Okay. For the amount 3, 2 coins are required. For the amount 4, 2 coin. So up to 29, it will give the solution, and for the 30, it will do the plus of something, whatever sub solutions are there. 30 minus 10, it will be there. So sub solution is 20. Check the answer for 20. It could be the 2. Yeah, 2. Okay, so 2 plus 1 is your answer for the amount 30. Now everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We just decrease our complexity from 8 raised to 50 to 8 multiplied by 50. Okay. And what is the 8 multiplied by 50? 400. So it will do only the 400 calculations. 400 iterations will be there, not the crores, thousands crore iterations. Now I don't need it. So how much complexity you have decreased? Too much, na? So it's taking less time to give the output. Okay, in fraction of second, I'm getting the answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can now print for that 1500
Your voice is breaking, Dinesh.
now the answer will become 1500 and 2000 or something like that.
Yes, this answer is every time when I calling this method, okay, minimum inside this method, okay, recursive. Whenever you are calling the recursive method, this is the recursive calling. Okay, the main coin method I'm calling from the main method. That is not the recursive calling. Recursive calling is happening at line number 41.
Sir, I'm
Okay,
not asking
what is
on
the
that.
recursive? Yeah,
Now I
what
want you to print for 1500 or something that.
for the can you message can you text what is your question? Now print answer for 1250. Okay, let's execute our program and let's check the answer for 1250. All the array length of an array is 1251, and all the solutions below that number, it will be there. And for the answer of 1215, it is printed here 4. Clear? Even it is coming in fraction of second. It is not taking too much time. Clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now, someone has the doubt why we are filling this array with -1. Okay, let me comment it and let me give the condition here with not equal to 0. So let's execute, and for the amount 30, let's check. I think answer is coming 0, but with for the sum answer 3 522, yes, 10 1 0.
Yes, it's getting, sir.
Hmm. I think, yeah. For the 0 also it will work, but for the index 0, our answer is 0. So it will never go for the solution of 0. So even for this, I think this if condition is not required. Let me comment it. Let's try it without the if statement. Okay. If n equal to 0, we are returning the 0 na here. Okay. But for the amount 0, the method will never come. So let's do one thing here. Let's check for the 50 again. Mhm. 0 equal to 0. For the 50, that condition is required. Somewhere this minimum of 0 is calling. No, if this condition I am removing, if n equal to 0, then let's go for 50. 50 minus 50, it will go for 0. If 0 not equal to 0, but this condition becomes true, sub answer is 0, it will take. And this is not okay. Basically, even the to fill the array with -1, for the safe keeping, we can fill with the -1 because we already have the 0 as a answer in our solution. That's why I was uh, keeping the -1 by default, and I'm checking with that value. If I don't have the solution, how will I check? If my solution answer is the -1, then I will check that I don't have the solution for the amount 0 or 1. Okay, that's why for the safekeeping we should go with the -1. And here for checking the condition with -1 only. It means we don't have a solution for this amount. It's nothing. This condition indicates that. Getting me?
Yes, sir, getting but so much confusion.
What confusing now?
Flow of program, sir.
Sorry.
Flow of
See,
program.
flow of program we have done in in a stepwise. Okay. So if you try to understand with the statements, okay, obviously
Yes.
you will be confused that why I have written this line. So I have written this program step by step. First, I have given the solution for the small problem. Okay, we will just have the three denominations 1, 5, 7, and even the amount is 18. Small amount I'm using it. Okay, so for that you have to write the solution. Then and based on that we have written this solution. Okay. Okay, we
Yes,
have
sir.
to call the sub we have to solve the sub problem first, then I will get the answer of it, and we just need to do +1 every time. See, when I call for this method minimum coin of minimum coin of 18. Okay, and array is denominations are 157, let's assume, and ds is empty. Ds array is still empty now. Okay, and all the elements are -1 inside the ds array. Now here I'm calling that method minimum coin. So what is my initial amount first?
0.
It's 0.
Not 0, yaar. 18 I'm passing now.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
basic amount is 18. Initial amount is 18.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So in initial
Okay.
stage, in initial first time calling, when while I'm calling from the main method, here I'm passing, let's assume, amount 18, denominations are 1, 5 and 7, and element ds array is all the elements are -1. Okay. So now let's go with our program. What is my initial amount? 18. Okay. So for the 18, I'm checking with all the denominations. Base by default, I'm telling that my answer is with the maximum value. Whatever is the integer maximum value is there, I'm storing it with my answer. Okay. And I will check with all the denomination. Okay. 18 minus 1. What is the solution for 17? 18 minus 5. What is the solution for 13? And 18 minus 7. What is the solution for 11? Now, just go with as of now, let me save this. Uh, 18, 11, if I'm using the 7 rupee coin. 13, if I'm using the 5 rupee coin. And 17, if I'm using the 1 rupee coin. Okay. This is my first step. But here, think futuristic here. Let's assume I already have the answer for 11 as 3. I already
Yes,
have
yes.
answer for 13. Okay, 5 plus 5, 7 plus 5, 2. 7 plus 5, 12 and 1. Okay, 3. For the 13 also
3.
3. Okay. Just think futuristic here. Let's assume I already have the answer of this amount. And for the 17, 7, 5,
Yes, sir.
5, 3. Even for this 3. Getting me? So what I will get here, my sub answer I will find with minimum coin. First I will use the 7 rupee coin or 1 rupee coin. What is my array here? 157. So I will use the 1 rupee coin. So I will ask the solution for amount 18 minus 1. What is the amount? 17.
17.
And what is the solution for the amount 17 we have? 3.
Yes.
Okay.
3.
So that 3 I will store into the sub answer. And forget about this ds as of now. I will take this sub answer and I will update my answer with +1. Okay. Suppose that is the answer for this amount 17. Okay. That is the answer. 3 is the answer for the amount 17. But still I need to go one step up to get the amount 18. So +1 for going the one step ahead, 1 plus up, one step plus. Okay, so +1 for that. 3 plus 1, 4 is the
18.
answer for
Yes.
18. So okay, now I will check again with the by using the coin 5, 157. Second coin is 5. What is the answer for 18 minus 5? 13. And for what is the answer? Sub
3.
answer for 13? 3. Again,
3.
that answer will be coming into the sub answer 3. And I will check 3 plus 1. Now, what is answer value?
It's 4.
Sorry.
It's a 4 before because I have used the one coin
Yes.
before. At that time my answer already have set with value 4. Okay, so I'm getting the sub answer plus 1 means 3 plus 1. I'm getting less than answer or not. So 4 less than 4 is true or false?
True,
Less
sir.
than 4 false.
False.
4 is equal to 4. I'm giving the less than or equal to. I'm giving less than 4 becomes false. So no need to update because already 4 is there. So for the 11 also same, 3 is the sub answer. 3 plus 1 4. Okay, getting me? So that is all
Yes, sir.
for this getting the answer. Okay, but
But
sometimes
here-
what happen, let's say for the 7 10 is coming. If I'm using the amount denomination 7, 10 will be there. If I'm using 5, 12 rupees and 1, then 16. Okay, and let's assume what is the answer for logical answer. I'm asking what is the answer for 10 with denomination 157?
3,
2.
sir.
2.
2. For the 12?
For the 12 is
For the
2.
16?
It's 4, 5. 10.
7 7
Three.
14 plus 1
6.
rupee coin 2
1
16
rupee
I'll
coin.
get. Okay, so here the different answer we are getting it. So why I need to keep this is because of this. Let's say I have used the 1 rupee coin, 1 rupee coin first. Okay, my answer becomes 4. Getting me?
Yes.
Then I am using the 5 rupee coin. My answer becomes 2. Not the answer, actually sub answer. These all are the sub answers. Sub answer becoming 4. Here sub answer is becoming 2. Okay, if your sub answer is 4 at first step, your first of all your answer is integer dot max value. Now I'm getting the sub answer which is 4 here. Okay, and that 4 is less than answer, obviously this maximum value.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm updating my answer variable with 4 plus 1 5. Here 4 plus 1 5, that answer is for the 17. Okay, 5 is the answer for the 17. But if I'm go with this path, but if I'm using the 5 rupee coin, what is my sub answer I'm getting here? 2. Which is the correct way? We need to go with this way, na? Wherever I'm getting the
Minimum.
minimum answer, at that way we need to go. That's why
Yes.
I'm checking the condition here. Answer plus 1 less than answer. Okay, this condition is here because of that. So
Yes,
up
sir.
to this, every to decrease our complexity, to decrease our calculations from m raised to n. M raised to we n. Have decreased our complexity by m into n. Okay, that ds is used for that. So I'm uploading this with
Yes, sir. Can you see
with
your
with
coin changes or
git status, you will get git status. The coinchange.java and coinchange.test.java, both file has some changes, and here let me create that ds array here.
Have you copied that DS array
No,
or cut?
I'm removing it. I will pass that argument as directly like that. New integer with size 2. Why size 2? Because my amount is 1. Okay. So I'm directly passing that array with a new object. So 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1, 11 plus 1, 12. 18 plus 1, 19. So that length I am giving here. Okay, so I'll upload this program to GitHub. You guys can get it from the GitHub profile. Let me upload it. Push with the git status. This much changes are there. Git add dot and git commit -m coin change problem is resolved. Okay, and then git push origin master. Okay, coin change problem is resolved. That commit message is appearing here 21 seconds ago. So git push is working fine. Okay, the whole program is there, and let me check if any commented code is remain. Okay, no. Even this, yes. Do not need to print this DS array. Just need minimum coins required. Okay, that we are printing it. Git add dot git commit coin change problem and git push origin master. Uh, no print now. See, basically our main problem has resolved. Okay, now I want one answer from your side for the same question. There is actually we need two answers. If you guys have read the questions, we need the two outputs. Now second output, what is the output? What currencies, what denominations you have used to use that get that answer. Let's say for the amount 18, I'm just giving the example. Okay, for the amount 18, for with our solution, I'm using two 5 rupees coin, one 7 rupees coin, and
1 rupee.
one 1 rupee coin. So in a array, my output should come like this. 5, 5, 7, 1. This is your second output. Okay, so I'm expecting this thing from you. In this same program, use this program. First understand this program also. Okay, If you are not understanding this program, this answer you will not get. Only 3 to 4 lines you need to add to get this answer. Okay, I'm expecting this from your side.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just go through with the program. If you guys will have any doubt, I'll solve it in tomorrow. Okay, got it?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Vijay,
Yes, Darpan.
that sheet is filled now.
Yeah, filled.
Okay. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Night, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Suppose, sir, hello.
Yes.
Suppose, sir, the Eclipse workspace, and we also created that repository and add this file on GitHub. So suppose, sir, we deleted that repository, okay, on
Yeah,
GitHub.
from the GitHub. Yeah.
Yes, repository. So should we create another repository, and this files are also added in another repository, like open
No.
in Git Bash? No, I asked
Here.
Eclipse.
Hmm.
Yeah, so suppose we deleted that repository
From the remote,
on
na?
GitHub. Yes, from the
Yes.
remote. And again we create another repository and do like all the things from here.
You need to change
and
the
add
remote origin here in your local repository. Your local
Yes, yes.
repository data will not be lost. Okay.
Okay,
At
okay.
that time,
Yes.
whatever data is there into your local repository, it will be there, same it is. But if you are creating a new repository at remote, okay, you need to update the remote origin. We have assigned the git remote, git add remote
Remote.
origin. This
Git
command we have
remote
used,
add
na?
origin. Git remote add origin. Yes.
Git remote add origin.
Yes.
Okay, we have used this command to link our remote repository, na?
Yes.
But
Yes.
if you try to override my previous remote repository, okay, it will
Okay.
throw you an error whether your remote repositories exist or not. It does not make any difference. But if you are trying to override, it will throw you an error. Just check the Google. Okay, do it yourself. Try to find it yourself. Let me know if still you are not getting it. You are
Yeah.
not
Okay. Sir.
able to change your remote repository. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Sir. Yes. Yes.
Just search for this thing. How to change remote URL of my Git.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, sir. Bye.
Good night.